Right, so today we are working on this one. Astra van with a VXR engine. But we're going to find out what the issue is, because at the moment it doesn't run. All will become clear very soon.
Well, I've got to keep busy whilst I'm waiting on the last bits and bobs for the Calibra to be sorted. Check that out, top right. Oof. It's things on wheels. Yeah. Anyway, my pal had this tidy little conversion done to his van. However, when he took it for mapping, it went boom. Not good. So we're gonna get to the bottom of it. From how it was described, this engine is toast. Fit for the rag and bone man. He wants to change the aesthetic on the wheels so it goes up on all four corners. There you go, bruv. Take that. Stick a lab on the buttons.
Oh, the racing stickers. Going on there.
It's the little things, eh? Aye. Back to my thing, it's a front end strip down. Now, I've never worked on one of these before, so I may be doing things in a funny order. Learning on the job, eh? So don't get onto me if it's a bit different from the conventional. I whip the lights out and then a bumper off for access.
It feels almost Calibra-esque the way the bumper comes off so easily.
Home to other creatures and all.
That's the same guy, isn't it?
No, that's a different one.
Bruh.
It's not a bad day for it considering the time of the year.
3.
And the power tools speed up the process nicely. Draining them fluids to limit the mess made. And nothing else to see here. Trust me, it's good when a few mates can get together and play with cars. It's rare that we all have time to spare at the same moment. Check out the wheels, then. Nice. Only the centre part of the slam panel comes off. I've not seen that before. Still, cracking on, I'm removing the air filter and pipework. Simple task.
Yeah, there's a big hole in your engine, mate.
Is there a big hole? Can you see it? Let's have a look.
So if you look, like where my finger is,
Oh my god.
and then there's a shell.
That ain't ideal.
That is Venturing shell. Right there. Not good. That looks like a bit of a conrod. Yeah.
Do it like that.
Your days are numbered in here, I tell ya. So I wanted to separate the drive shafts from the gearbox. The hub nut had other plans.
Okay. That ain't moving, bro.
You're a victim.
There we go, see it.
It worked out though. I just removed the track rod end and the ball joint, allowing the drive shaft to pop out, still connected to the hub, and swung to the side. I drained the rest of the box fluid as it looked pretty past it.
Oh, that was easy enough, wasn't it?
Downpipe nice and accessible, I like.
Concentration.
Rear engine mount whilst I'm there. Now it's time to take the weight off the engine whilst I undo the other mounts. The industry standard seatbelt used to lift it. Don't copy that though, health and safety will be on your ass. Serious faces, and it's off with the remaining mounts.
Exhaust intake manifold.
Nearly forgot the gearbox linkage. And to make things a bit easier, I took the aircon pump off. It was already degassed. Oh, what's that then?
Holding the block.
Look at the hole, mate.
Literally, knock. What's that?
Rod.
Cylinder 1. Cylinder 1 at the door.
Rod's at the door, mate.
Rod's at the door.
That is... Oh, it's gone out the other side as well.
Very
I
well.
can see straight through the...
Straight through the block. I can as well. I can see through the block.
Not the best of news for my pal, but he took it in his stride. Onward. time for liftoff. Making sure we don't snag anything on its departure. And a lump is out. So about that hole.
Dang, son.
Straight through the block.
You're supposed to
Wow.
do that.
Like that.
Have a look at this.
Like that. Like this. Like that.
The bay minus its beating heart. So sad. Gearbox and clutch needs to come off the dead engine and put onto the replacement. Bolts removed and
Yeah, that's the way we do it, things on wheels, mate. Cereal box and a biro.
starter motor is jumping ship too. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come on. Clutch and flywheel. Get out of here. It's going well thus far.
So here's a new block. Well, block and head. We're going to whip the sump off and change the conrod bearings because it's pretty much the only thing that hasn't been done. So let's get them cracked off.
Now imagine doing all that with just a ratchet. We'd be here all night. Mr. DeWalt, big up you. Same on the remaining bolts, some of which are covered by the sump pan. And a gentle tap. It's free at last. Just a few things in the way before we get there. The oil pickup pipe. Just 4 bolts. And then this baffle. Easy. Next, the cradle. Some of you will probably say, you don't need to remove that, blah, blah, blah. Be a plumber, tell them.
Grow up, mate.
And here's the conrod cap. Let's see what lies beneath. It's actually pretty clean.
No, you're good.
No ridges in the crank surface.
So I don't think we
It's smooth. So I pushed down on the conrod to access the upper bearing shell and then replaced it with new. All cleaned up beforehand. Allow me. Just to be on the safe side, this here is a plasti gauge. It has thin plastic pieces you cut and place onto the bearing surface. You then tighten the cap back down to the recommended torque, remove it, compare the squished plastic with the scale on the right. Some say it's not 100% accurate, but it gets us in the ballpark. We want to ensure proper bearing lubrication. It sounds complex, but it's really not. Check it out. The new shell is in the conrod cap. See it there? Here's that stringy plasti gauge. Cap back on. And then tightened. Don't worry, I did the extra 45 degrees on top too. Then we loosen it back off. And voila. Now I can compare it to the scale. Right on. That'll do nicely. Next, I'll clean that mess off.
But it'd be interesting to see that one. Like, we don't have to fully strip it down, but take the sump off just to see what happened to that conrod. Like, because
And then using this assembly lube, I gave the bearing a nice coating. Both sides. Then I put the cap back on for the final time with new bolts, and as they're torqued to yield, I torqued them to spec, and then applied the final 45 degrees extra required using an angle gauge. That's one down, 3 more to go. You don't need to see all that though, so off with the old gasket. It's stubborn. Then it's on to cleaning the mating surface. Slap the cradle back on, then the baffle.
Right, oil pickup to go on. I will cut to a picture of what was in there.
Oh, that ain't good. Potentially starving the flow of oil around the engine. Don't overdo it. Anyway, it's back in, new gasket, torqued up, cleaned, another gasket, torqued up again, new sump plug, you guessed it, torqued right up. Spin her back over and
That'll do it.
next.
Right, so we're going to stick the flywheel back on, clutch, and yeah, mate, get the engine back in there.
Now that flywheel's got a few heat spots on it. What savage has been driving this, eh? More tightening to the point where I nearly dropped my guts. Liberal cleaning before the clutch and pressure plate can go back on. Gearbox and all the associated gubbins reinstated.
Box is on.
Now the whole lot can be carefully lowered back into place. For some reason, it always seems to go in easier than coming out. Away. All the mounts were tightened. Whoa, hold up. We called it a night as I was getting tired, plus we had some broken bits. Fast forward.
So that's the old crank sensor, and you can see the mount got obliterated. So after some to and fro, we got the new ones going.
My mate went on a parts hunt while I soldiered on. So I dropped the turbo back into place.
Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been
Downpipe back on.
but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you.
Alternator wiring hooked up.
Asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah.
Okay, so about that part my mate secured.
I've come across our first issue, mate. The crank sensor is wrong.
Whoa.
Yeah, look.
The crank sensor was wrong. The end part of it was too long and it just would not go in. The only solution was to order from Autodoc and wait, but we're carrying on. Inlet dropped into place, and then the injectors and fuel rail followed.
Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Giving we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug.
That mini slam panel can go back in, along with the radiator.
But you won't let me. Something in my brain won't.
Nipped up,
I've been hanging by myself.
the crash bar and the intercooler, welcome back.
Work on you. Yeah.
Now the other cam cover looked better, so swap these again, and I'm kind of glad we did that. It was a bit of a fight to remove it. Here's why.
Someone went overboard with the sealant here.
Proper overkill. Why risk that silicone breaking off and blocking the oil galleries? It took me about 45 minutes to clean all of this off. But it's sorted. Could these bits have been what was in the oil pickup? I wonder. New gasket as per usual, and then blow, it's done. All bits of the loom are reconnected. Drive shafts can go back in. Tie rod and ball joint nipped up. New oil filter, snug as a bug in a rug. And then gearbox oil. I hate the smell of this stuff.
That smell.
It stinks. Time to bleed the clutch using this handy kit that pressurizes the master cylinder. Right there. At the slave end, the bleed nipple is opened to release the trapped air until the fluid runs clear without bubbles. After that, closed it back off. Alternator finally bolted down for good, along with a new drive belt for good measure. Let's take the cover off the turbo and put the air filter back on. It's like a big puzzle. All the boost pipe work and sensors done.
As you can see, everything is back together. You just need to slap some coolant in, run it up to temperature, and see what go on.
Glug, glug, glug. Yeah. Battery drop back in. Oi.
What was it beeping for? Was it because
Fuel pump relay removed. It's time to prime the system. Get oil circulating at a nice tempo. Then we give it a break to give the starter a rest.
that'll do?
And then repeat.
Yeah, go for it.
Fuel pump relay back in. Let's have it. It's trying to catch. Oh, close. Let's go again. This time, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Idling nice right off the bat. Come on. She is indeed. So then it's the small things like getting the bumper back on, slapping the grille back in. Can't forget about the bonnet. And my mate wanted the raised look at the back, race car style. He also got the aero catches as well. A few shots of the carnage. Unwanted air vents. Crazy. These bits look like they're good to go again. I wouldn't. Other than the surface rust from sitting, the crank looks alright to be fair. Anyway, that concludes our little jolly. It's back on the road, an ongoing project. Next, it's time to finish up that Calibra and then switch up the vibe for the next project. Stay tuned. Bless up.